Raced the FA Cup final twice at the turn of the 80s with Tottenham Hotspur, bearing his hallmark of crisp passing skills and unchanged and at full strength in front of this 16,000 sellout crowd. Ross McLaren, their sweeper, passed fit after a stomach strain kept him out of the team's build-up at Henlow Grange near Hitchin. Swindon will use him to start things moving from the back, with Mickey Hazard joining in their sweeping passing movements and Martin Ling buzzing in the hole behind strikers David Mitchell and Duncan Shearer in order to cleave Aston Villa out of this competition. Villa themselves welcome back Dariusz Kubicki, the Polish international, dropped from last Saturday's defeat at Wimbledon. Also back in their starting lineup, Dwight Yorke, the Tobagan striker, whose strike knocked out Holder Spurs in round 3 and whose hat-trick disposed of Derby in round 4. Villa's only goals in their last 8 games coming in the Cup. The referee, Ray Lewis from Great Bookham in Surrey. Swindon in the red then, kicking from right to left in this first half of this FA Cup 5th round. They have not been past this stage since 1970. Immediately looking for Kerslake on the far side was Tom Jones. Mitchell showing early aggression on that far side. Here's Kevin Richardson, the Villa skipper. David Kerslake. Shearer, lovely flick, chance here for Ling. Can Kubicki cut him off? Ling, he's got Shearer peeling away in the middle. Driven wide, good fullback play by Kubicki. Made the forward think, made him make the decision. Here's Kerslake, still on his feet, Kubicki. Good run by David Kerslake. He's got Jones in space, just over. Good early move that by Swindon Town. Kerslake bursting between the defenders. The former Queen's Park Rangers winger turned fullback David Kerslake nips in. Intelligent pullback, and Jones stretching, leaning back, but nearly first blood to Swindon. Kubicki. Slightly too short for Dwight Yorke. Richardson can pick up the loose pieces. The wind swirling, the cold biting and flesh numbing for the fans. Yorke. Froggatt. Steve Froggatt from Lincoln. Actually made his debut against Sheffield United as a substitute. Kevin Richardson. Steve Staunton rather with a long throw. Good header away by Calderwood. Teal, oh, it bobbled just as he went to float in the Gary Owen as the Grand Slam approaches for England, to use a rugby phrase, a high up and under. Again, Swindon playing it out from the back. Bowed in, this time Mitchell's got away, took it well as well, Dave Mitchell, only Seeley to beat Mitchell, Seeley blocks, good stop by the goalkeeper. Again, the chance for Swindon. Jones. Tommy Jones this time trying his luck. It was Ling and Seeley at the second attempt. Martin Ling. Earlier on in the season, Mickey Hazard was playing slightly further forward than he is now for Swindon, and Martin Ling has taken that role now. Been around a long time, it seems. He's only 25, Martin Ling, around in the lower reaches. There's Seeley, furious with his defence for allowing the shot from Tommy Jones. Just the touch that Kerslake needed to get it to McLaren. And Hazard. McLaren breaks forward. Bodin has Jones available. Call Bodin. Mitchell, as he got past the offside trap, but he's been driven well wide. McGrath cutting down the angle. Jones is back up the line. Ling is in the middle, and arriving now is Mickey Hazard. Blocked by Teal. It's clipped in by Ling, and Seeley gathers it. Again, Swindon Town putting Aston Villa under pressure. Martin Ling's little bench shot at the end. Mitchell had made the early running, dragging McGrath out of the middle. Hazard was a stinger, and Ling a delicate chip at the end. Les Seeley. Had anyone followed through, Villa might have been under more pressure than they were. Kubicki inside Bodin. Oh, you could feel the shudders from up here then as Mitchell went up with Teal and Ling on the run. Still Martin Ling. Ling, he's got Shearer away to his right-hand side behind Staunton. Can he keep it in? Because Mitchell's back in the middle and fizzed low. Villa once more, slightly perturbed at the back. A fizzer from Duncan Shearer. No one there to touch it in, but still they come forward. Daly was just lost his feet then as he went for the return. York switches to the other side. Staunton, frog it out on the left-hand touchline. Regis making a diagonal burst into the run. Good run this by Cyril Regis. Hammond comes out. Saw it well, and early did Nicky Hammond. But an intelligent run by Cyril Regis. Let's have a look at the Swindon chance again. Shearer fizzed it low. Just too far for Les Seeley. Parker spots Staunton. Dwight York. Gary Parker. York again, onto his right foot, Dwight York, and Villa take the lead. Dwight York allowed to come and gets his 5th goal in the FA Cup competition. York scores for Aston Villa, allowed to come all the way. Cuts inside. Nicky Hammond's view of it obscured at the back perhaps by Colin Calderwood, but the question mark that Glenn Hoddle will be putting on his defence: why did he let him come so far? The Villa build-up had been patient, and Glenn Hoddle looks slightly perplexed. McGrath just took it away from Shearer. Sean Taylor now. Hazard coming close, wanting it. And hungry for the ball, Mickey Hazard. And that's the half-time whistle. And Swindon, who made the early running from the 2nd division and had the best chance when Dave Mitchell was foiled by Les Seeley's diving save, and also saw efforts from Jones and Hazard go close, go in at half-time by a 1-0. Dwight York's 5th in the FA Cup competition this season gives the 1st division side the half-time lead. Nice turn. Now, what's the end product? Tommy Jones. Bodin. Mitchell and Shearer on the edge of the box. It comes to Dave Mitchell. Nearly put it through Paul McGrath's legs. And inside that box was Martin Ling. Now here's David Kerslake. Past Staunton. 2nd good run of the game. In the middle, Shearer just wide. Duncan Shearer. And anxiety at the back for Aston Villa again, as Duncan Shearer comes within a whisker of his 29th of the season. Again, it was Kerslake doing the hard work, as he did in the first half, when he pulled it back and Swindon went close in the first period. Shearer got his touch, not too far away for Duncan Shearer. Not a good final ball. And Swindon first to it at the moment. It's certainly not a question of Villa sitting on their lead, but at the present time, Swindon the hungrier for it as they chase the game. This would be the inevitable pattern. Here's McLaren. Tommy Jones. Good ball. That one wasn't such a good one. Here's Kevin Richardson. Gave Froggatt too much to do, did he? No, Froggatt away to Dwight York. York Taylor, the only man back, reads it away towards the right-hand side. York, will he need him? York, he goes alone, and he stumbled. Now Gary Parker, still the pressure on. Froggatt from away. Oh, yes! That's a screamer by Stephen Froggatt. Steve Froggatt gets his first goal for Aston Villa. Ron Atkinson on his feet applauds. And Nicky Hammond has the forlorn job of picking the ball out of the net. What a cracking goal by the teenager after the original chance seemed to have gone. Once more picking his spot cleanly and driving it in after Dwight York had muffed the original opportunity. Oh, he hit that crisply. Aston Villa at 2-0 up. The fans in the North Stand on their feet. There's Lake, shown poise on the ball. Duncan Shearer. For Nicky Hazard. Bowden's away down the left if he can find him. Good ball. Bowden driving on Mitchell! Pulls one back for Swindon Town. A move that exemplifies Swindon Town's crisp passing movements. And that would have pleased the old maestro himself. Dave Mitchell pulls one back then, and Swindon still have a quarter of an hour. What a lovely move. Bowden in it at the start, and Mitchell sliding home for his fourth of the season. Good early delivery in by Paul Bowden, and David Mitchell sliding home to atone for that earlier miss. They're playing out time, Aston Villa. They're playing key ball. Possession football, and why not? Calm and unruffled, and sometimes intense Swindon pressure, and Aston Villa go through to the FA Cup quarter-finals. Swindon, for all their exquisite patterns painted in midfield, know the bitter feeling of defeat in an FA Cup fifth-round tie, and the exquisite feeling that only the FA Cup can give victors is felt by Aston Villa, who took their chances crisply and cleanly, and Swindon perhaps now regret the ones they missed in the first half. Swindon Town 1, Aston Villa 2, the First Division side through to the last 8.